I'm TV6 meteorologist Eric DeBroca, and this is your weather on demand. Well, climatologically speaking, today was perfect. For August the 7th, we were as normal as can be, pretty much. Okay, we're 1 degree off on the low, but other than that, it's right where we should be for this time of the year. Far cry from the record of 95 degrees set back 15 years ago on this date, and it was 38 degrees was the overnight low back in 1990. Waking up tomorrow morning, we have a sunrise at 6:40, getting later and later now. Well, the 1 degree technically overnight for the low was below average, so that ended our warm streak, and that had a running tally of 6 degrees above average, which began on the 1st of the month. We were 7.2 degrees above average, and so far, when you factor in the last couple of days, we're still running 5 degrees above average. But the bigger story here is just how dry August has been. We're over ½ an inch of rainfall below where we should be for the month. And actually, for the whole summer, though, we're still about 0.8 of an inch of rain above average, so that's good news, but we still can use some rainfall. Matter of fact, looking back on the stats, the last time we had a 1/10 of an inch of rain or greater was 2 weeks ago, which was July 24th, so it has been really dry. The next shot of rain, Sally, doesn't come with us until about Thursday. We'll have a chance on Tuesday, but really it'll be out of our viewing area. Especially if you're in Copper Harbor, you might get a few sprinkles out of that, but really nothing to write home about. Winds are still out of the north, and that means high pressure is still just off to the west now, but it is creeping up on us. The fact that the winds are still out of the north and they're very light indicates that high pressure is going to be right over us pretty soon. There is plenty of warmth to go by, though, that we're going to have to contend with, especially the next day or so, and even into Wednesday. And also in Pickle Lake, 77, Flin Flon is 75 as well. Even in Saskatoon, they are not getting spared from the heat. They're at 72. Now, you look off to the farther north and west, and there is some cooler air that will be coming in our direction later on next week. So this heat, we are going to have another heat wave here early part of this week, but it's not going to be as long as this past week. We're not going to have another 6 days above average, which is good news for those who do not like the heat around here. All right, here's our satellite and radar. Notice again just how clear we are thanks to the high pressure right about western edge of the UP. You have to go much farther west to find any precipitation. And again, that for Tuesday, it's going to be north into southern Canada. Putting your weather here in motion, we're in store for a very mild night as the high very so slowly moves off to the east. So by tomorrow morning, it should be just east of the viewing area near Newberry. We're in for a very sunny start, so make sure, once again, take those sunshades off to work. And if you have an opportunity to get out and enjoy the day, it's going to be another fantastic one. If you can make a 3-day weekend out of it, not a bad day to play hooky out there. We're going to be warm, though, warmer than we have been Saturday and Sunday as well. That's going to hang with us all the way through into Tuesday. As the warm kind of transitions into the hot area, we're going to be about almost 10 degrees above average come Tuesday. Notice how these isobars, they start to turn around, and that means the winds are going to be out of the south, and they'll be pretty strong on Tuesday. That's, of course, going to help to bump our temperatures into the 80s. And yeah, we get more humid. Notice all the green that's going to be dodging us, but getting the arrowhead of Minnesota and going farther north. So definitely increase the humidity levels on Tuesday. Here are how our temperatures look from the low 50s, mid 50s overnight tonight. We'll rise into the low to mid 80s tomorrow. Here's 3 o'clock. We'll do some warming after then. In places like Marquette, we'll see the low 80s, and the warmest spots will be the interior southwestern portions of the UP. And that will be the trend right on into Tuesday, as temperatures will make it into the middle and even upper 80s in places like Iron River and Iron Mountain. A tad cooler once again off the Lake Michigan shoreline there. Places like Manistee will be in the 70s. And now your TV 6-day forecast. Well, good news for those who are seeking cooler temperatures. The first part of the week is going to be hot and summery, like more like July. We're going to have some clouds increase on Tuesday. Everybody should stay dry except the extreme northern portions of the UP. Could get a few sprinkles out. Everybody else, though, is not going to have to deal with rain. Wednesday, we cool things off as a lake breeze develops. Overnight lows will be right around 60 degrees. Then Thursday, finally, some much-needed rainfall will come. Hopefully, we'll wipe out some of the deficit we're dealing with in August. Cooler weekend in store come Saturday.